So good day everyone. We presenting our group reporting in Understanding Objects Oriented Programming or OOP. So our topic is all about classes and objects in programming. So the learning objectives. So first, define classes and instantiate. Second, explaining the constructor. The third one is set and get properties. Next, use objects method. And lastly, differentiate classes and objectives. So, what is class? A class is like a blueprint or template for creating objects, and it defines the characteristics for attributes and data, and actions or methods or functions that an object can have. And an object is a specific instance of a class. Think of it as a concrete versions bullet from the class's blueprint. Each object has its own set of values for the attributes defined by the classes. You can create many objects from a single class, and each object will maintain its own independent state. So we have an example code. So that code snippet shows a basic instructor of a class definitions, and it includes the class name, variable declarations for attributes, and method definitions for functions. What is an object? An object is a specific instance of a class. It's a concrete example created from the class blueprint. An object is a real-world entity with its own unique set of attribute values. Objects are the things that interact within a program, performing actions and holding specific data. So, the example code. So that code shows how to create objects like car1 and car2 from a car class. So each car object has its own attributes like Toyota and Corolla for car1 and Tesla and Model 3 for car2, and can perform actions like start engine. Constructors. Constructors are special methods used to initialize objects when they are created. They don't have a return type like not, even, void. Their main job is to set the initial values for the object's attributes or instance variables. So constructors are automatically called when you create an objects using new class name. Example code. So that code shows a constructor for a dog class. When you create a new dog object, you pass in the dog's name and age. The constructors then sets the name and the age attributes of a new dog object to the values of provided.
Good afternoon everyone. The next topic is the setting and getting properties. As you can see for the example of the setting and getting properties is setters assign values to attributes, then getters retrieve those values. In Java, setting and getting properties can refer to two main concepts: accessing class fields via getter, setter methods, and managing key-value pairs using the Java util properties, class or system properties. In Java setting, integrating properties refers to two main concepts. First is the accessing class fields via getter and setter methods. Then second is the managing key-value pairs using the Java util properties, class or system properties, like I said into early stage. You can see for the example of codes na I did say kuan public class or my class, and then the private string or public string get name or return name. For in this example, get name is getter method that retrieves the value of the name attributes. Would you like to explore more about setters or perhaps how to use the Java util properties in class? Next is the object methods. Methods define what actions can perform. In this example, full name is a method that returns the concentrate first name and last name properties of the person objects. Then this keyword inside the method refers to the object itself. So you can see the example of the object methods is public string or toString. Then the return string is representation of the object. By default, it returns a string containing the class name and the object's hash code. It is common practice to convert the method in customs. Then classes to provide more meaningful representation of the objects. If maghimo ganito object methods, kinahanglan din natin ibuta sa public string or toString para makuha ang iya object as a code. So, this is the complete example.
So, good afternoon everyone. So, for our topic today is classes versus objects. So, ang palayan sa classes of object is a class is a blueprint or a template for creating objects. It defines the structure and behavior that objects of that class will possess. So there is a class is masyag blueprint gani na or template na para mo create og sa ka-objects. Mag-define po siya attributes or variables or behaviors or method. So, next, ang class is, example is, class student doesn't take, hindi siya makuha memory until ang object are created. So, next is object. An object is an instance of class. It is concrete entity created based on the blueprint provided by a class. So, ang object is gamit nila sa blueprint so para mo create o memory na nag-exist na daan sa each object na may value for the variables. So, ang example lang is student 1 equal new student. Next is class versus object. So, ang class is kalihan sa class is ang nature. A class is a logical blueprint or object is a physical instant. Na po yung memory ani sa class does not dili siya mag-consume of memory mag-define. Ang object lang mag-consume ng memory when created.